And then we had phosphine. While I was working on phosphine and my team, wow, someone else across the globe, Professor Jane Greaves in UK, was also working on phosphine as a sign of life. And remember how I told you about the line between mainstream and crazy? So this part of the talk now is on the side of crazy. And she purposely wanted to look for signs of life on Venus by way of a gas that doesn't belong. And she came across phosphine as well. And phosphine has a signal, its atmosphere absorbs, it rotates, all molecules rotate, its ground to first excited state is at radio wavelengths, where she's an expert astronomer. So someone connected our two teams, and she invited my team to join her team. Now, I'm not a radio astronomer, but we helped interpret, we were going to help interpret whatever she found. Now, why is it crazy? So you all know about Venus. The surface is so hot. It is 700 Kelvin. It is super hot, hot enough to melt lead. No life lives on that surface of Venus. But just like on Earth, if we hike up a mountain or go in an airplane, it gets colder and colder, and so too on Venus. And so 50 kilometers above the surface of Venus, it is room temperature up there. It's actually room pressure as well. And that's why people have thought about life in the clouds since Carl Sagan first threw this idea out there over half a century ago. But here's the thing. The clouds of Venus are not made of water. They are made of concentrated sulfuric acid. And here's where we have a bit of a generational divide. Because when I ask people, hey, do you know what sulfuric acid? Do you? Like over a certain age, you literally played with that stuff in your basement. Yeah, same people are saying they did. Under a certain age, we're not allowed to touch that stuff. It's so dangerous, and I'll come back to that in a moment. But let's talk about phosphine on Venus, okay? Remember, just like oxygen, a gas that shouldn't be there, it's highly reactive. It doesn't come out of like volcanoes or lightning or meteorite delivery. And so our kind of current thinking was if we find a gas like that, it leaves room for there being life there. And this was the whole thing some of you followed 5 years ago. Well, let me tell you, the sign of phosphine on Venus, this whole thing, it's incredibly controversial. And just for lack of a better word, I want to say it was trashed at every level. So while I'm walking you through this, I need you to be thinking about an exoplanet, okay? Like it's 5 years in the future, someone's back here, maybe it's me. It's the same question for an exoplanet as it is for Venus. Is the signal real? Hopefully when you're doing your astroimaging on a not so great night, you don't have to convince yourself your image is real. But hey, these gases are so little amounts, very noisy data. You have to do a lot of signal processing. And all the data is public. It's from taxpayer facilities. And some teams, many teams, did not recover the signal in the same data using their own methods.